Hey, oop, it's me over here on the YouTube. I hope people are going to find me today. We'll see if I did a better job, or I'm doing a better job. I'll try not to hit the wrong button again like I did last week. Oh my gosh. So there's 4 people. I don't know who you are, but hi. Give me a shout. Tell me who's there. Hi, Anna. So I'm on YouTube now, and with a weird, holy cow, a weird hair day. Hi, Fran. Thanks. I'm where I said I would be this time, right? Yeah, last time I think what I did was I was trying to reposition the screen, and I think I got out of the live, and then I couldn't get back into the live. I could only go in as a person trying to see the live, and so it was a mess. But I think I got that figured out. But this week, this weekend, in the intervening week, what I figured out now that I have to work on is that I am in the wrong YouTube channel. So I have a personal YouTube channel account where I, watch things, and I have a business YouTube channel that I had set up but not done anything with. So if you recall me saying that I had applied or whatever to have live streaming on the one channel, and then I would have it, and then I had it last week. That's the other channel. That's this channel. And so I tried to, hi Diane, I tried to scoot over to the other channel, move all my videos and things over to the other channel before now, but I have to apply for live stream again and wait 24 hours. So next time, so here's the deal. So this week I'm here, and so this channel is Sarah Peasley, and if there's a picture with it, it's a picture of my boots up in the corner. I don't know how YouTube works, but this channel is Sarah Peasley. It has little boots as the logo. There's another, and there's like 9 people subscribed. Yay! But over on the Sarah Peasley Handknitter channel, which says Sarah Peasley Handknitter and has my logo with the colorful knit stitches, that is where I'll be next week, hopefully, fingers crossed. So go subscribe over there. And I'm going to be, in the interim, I will be moving. So I tried to move, and then I tried to move the existing videos from the one to the other where I want to be. And currently I can't have more than 15-minute videos on that. So just like learning curve, but it's okay. So find the Sarah Peasley Handknitter one and subscribe to that. I'll just move around every week and see if you can find me. It'll be a game. It'll be lots of fun. Right? So yeah, so there's that. More learning curve. I'm working on my Starsky sweater that we've talked about before. I'm almost to the armpit. I'm going to work on this for a moment. I'm almost to the armpit, which is good. And my students are doing very well as well. Like, we're all at about the same place, I think. And there's been some consternation or nervousness or excitement, I don't know, about what's going to happen next. Well, what's going to happen next is we're going to make armholes and then continue with the body. But because the yarn, oh my God, because the yarn has this self-striping thing going on, sort of. Isn't it pretty? But because it has this long color thing going on, but not super long, but not super short, it makes, oops, oh boy, got all kinds of stuff wrong here. It makes lovely, stripes and boxes where the slipped stitches are. These are slipped stitches. But when we break for the armholes into the back and the 2 fronts, because it's a cardigan-y jacket kind of thing, then the color distance will go fall over a shorter width. So the color striping might change, will probably change, and that's freaking some people out. Long story short. Um, so first of all, after the third person said something about it, I was like, well, and Anna, you'll be fine because you just have the two colors. So like, phew, you're going to be fine. Everybody's going to be fine, actually. So there you go. I'm not fine with this. I'm trying to get, I don't even know anymore what I'm trying to get. Where's this? Okay. I'm trying to get my 2 yarns to not look like that as I continue to knit. And then there's some more stuff going on here. I'll tell you about when I get this done. Yeah, few for you, Anna. I mean, you still get to decide other things, but that one you won't worry about. So issues with the width of the, oh, here we go. With the width of the color, anyway, what's going to happen there? So I have informed my people that, yes, I'm aware that there are questions and that there will be options, and I'm keeping them a secret for now because got to make people want to come back to class, right? And okay, there's one. Okay, there's one. Oh, almost there. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh, so there'll be options. So as time goes on, because we aren't to the point where we're talking about the options yet, I keep thinking of more options. So there'll be lots of options. Oh, because I'm not like, why isn't it there? Okay, all better. So there'll be lots of options. As far as, I just keep saying the same words, options for what to do about the colors, getting split into 3 different panels. Options with how to work the armholes, because some people wanted to bring their shoulders up and not have drop shoulders. So anyway, combinations of all those things will be discussed. One of my students emailed last night or yesterday to tell me that she was up to her armpits. So there's one. And I'm close. So I've got, I'm in the middle of a row. I'm taking it easy, but I'm pretty close. So I wanted to stop at 20 repeats. Each of these rows of blocks and the stripe is a repeat. I wanted to stop at 20 and see if that's where I wanted my armpit to be. We're being very scientific. So I have 1, 2, 3, oh boy, 4, 5, 6. Am I on camera yet? 7, 8, 9. There we go. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I'm on the 19th one. So I'm close to the point where I'm going to hold it up and decide yay or nay. And of course, I'm going to compare it to my swatch and make sure I'm still in the ballpark so that I won't be surprised by it being way longer or way shorter. Right. Swatches are wonderful. So there's that. And then, yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any other questions? All 3 of the people watching right now are in the class. So let me know if there's any other questions. I'm not going to do any spoilers for when we do talk, but because not everybody's here. And then I'm like, do I just go for it? Like I've assured everybody it'll work, or do I start caring about the fact that my colors will also do different things? And then the problem I'm having with this row that I'd like to pay attention to is, even though I'm talking to you and I don't have the right glasses on for this close distance, is so I'm on one of the rows where you slip every 3rd stitch. And apparently when I did the back side row, I was slipping with the wrong side with the, I don't know. I was slipping with the yarn on the not correct side as opposed to the wrong side, because it was supposed to be on the wrong side. So I'm working across this row, and every time I get to the slip stitch, I'm making sure that it's on like the carry, the whatever from the previous row, blah, blah, blah. If you're not a knitter, you're like, what the fuck is she talking about right now? If I have it on the wrong row, on the wrong side, then on the next row, I can flip it over to the correct side is what I'm saying. And wrong side and right side mean 2 different things in these circumstances. So So I'm like trying to get through before I forget that that's what I was doing, because if I forget, then I'll just keep knitting and then I'll find out that I forgot to fix the things, because I know for sure I did it somewhere along this road. I'm not there yet. Diane says she's had some distractions, so she needs to get back on track. That's fine. That's fine. I'm considering zooming ahead if I ever get to my armpit, because it's a whole repeat and a half away. So who knows what could happen? Distractions, right? I'm trying to decide if I want to zoom ahead and make sure things are okay. Kosher is not the right word. Before we move on, before I like talk to everybody. I want to wear my sweater is what I want to do. So we'll see, but it'll be fine. Where's the part that I messed up? I don't know. I don't know. I know for sure that I messed up though. We'll find it. Okay, so that's enough, I think, about Starsky. Thanks for checking in, you guys. Fran's just off in her own world with hers, so there'll be other things for her to think about as time goes on, and it's fine. It's fine. So then, so this is on the needles. Oh, isn't the back pretty too? Separate. I changed colors. I didn't change colors. This is where my. Is that where the second one started? There've been a couple knots. Distractions here too. 2 new socks cast on, 2 pairs of finished socks, new shawl cast on. Could I be procrastinating? Do you want me to have the? I mean, you're the quorum of the 5 people that I think are in the class. 3 of them are here. So do you guys want to just have the freaking class and talk about the things, and then you'll feel confident moving forward? Weigh in. Ooh, I could do a poll. Hold on. No, just tell me. Just tell me. Let's try. Ask a question. Should I? Oh, okay. Franda says no. So already. And Anna's ready. Ah! Okay, then I won't do a poll. How do I get rid of the poll? X. But I know how to do a poll. So it's 1 and 1, but I know that Brittany's ready. I don't care. I'll wait. I'll wait. But if I just thought that might give you the kick in the pants that you need. You haven't been bad. It's okay. I'm not there either. Yeah, so enough about Starsky. Okay. Enough about Starsky. So the other thing that I'm working on is the Talamina shawl, which I'm not even going to get out because it looks exactly the same as it did last week, which was in the middle of the first purl row since I put it back on the needles. Or maybe it was on the needles, but so I'm in the middle of a purl row. So how hard can that be, right? What I want to do is sit down and concentrate on the 10 stitch, 8 row, teeny tiny repeat, so I can get it in my head again, and I wouldn't have to be tied to a pattern, and I could just sit and work on it. Fran says her pants are stinging from the kick. Well, you know, sit on the donut and we'll get our asses in gear. Where did I mess up? Oh, well, maybe by the end of this live, I will find out. So reporting in, I did, because, you know, I didn't really finish Nasha before the poncho before I started. See, maybe that's why I'm not really starting. The shawl. Oh my goodness, Diane. My brother and his wife are in Hawaii, darn. So I've had to spend more time with mom. Then she lost power. So no wonder you're distracted. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So I blocked Nasha. Like it was, you've seen it. It didn't look like this before. So it's just beautiful. So here's what happened. I haven't woven in the ends. Currently there are 4, 2 there, and I don't even know why that happened, but 2 there. That must be the cast on row, because we cast on with one color, but we bound off with one color. Anyway, it's beautiful, and it's so soft. It's so much softer than it was, you guys. It's so much softer than it was, which was soft. And it's beautiful. So this is what I've been doing this week. I threw, I think last time I talked to you, so last Monday, I had I told you that I'd put the poncho in a bowl of water, or maybe I said it somewhere else. I don't know, but it was in a bowl of water because I needed to have moved forward, taken a step forward with the poncho, with the process of getting it done, right? Because I said it was done and it wasn't really done, which I also said. So I had put it in water in a big purple plastic bowl that I use for blocking. Oh, it's getting weird outside. In my kitchen sink, because at the time it was empty. And then I started cooking and eating and putting dirty dishes in my kitchen sink and on the counter. And at one point I was like, I'm going to get like food in there. So it was there for a number of days. I don't know what day, Saturday maybe. Yeah. So that was sitting in my kitchen sink in a big bowl of water, not getting any younger or wetter. And B, I had the idea all of a sudden, all of my best ideas, probably in the shower or while driving. Thanks, Diane. She says it's beautiful. It is. I had the idea that I wanted to try to do a time, like I wanted to block it, but I wanted to maybe do it with a time-lapse video. I've never done a time-lapse video. I have no idea. So here's all the things that went into the time-lapse video, which I did successfully in the end. I had to clean the room that I was going to block it in. So it's my laundry room, and on a good day, it doesn't look very good. So a friend of mine was like, "Why don't you just practice on something else?" I'm like, "I know, I just want to do it. I just want it to work." So, related tangent. Before I did anything, I wanted to know I didn't know what the words were, but like if I did something for half an hour, how long of a time lapse would it be? Right. So there's some frames per second. I don't know, frames per minute, frames per second. There's some ratio that tells you. And I was consulting with a friend of mine who has put time lapse videos up on social media, and she doesn't have an iPhone. She has an Android, and on her Android, she showed me we were messengering or messaging. I don't know. It wasn't face to face, but she showed me how she can select the different frames per whatever, 3 times, 5 times, 10 times, whatever. And so I looked on my camera and I found time lapse, but there's no settings. And I'm like, they're hidden somewhere. So I went in the, what do you call it? Settings for the camera, and it said something about time lapse, but not about choosing the speeds or whatever. Did you see it, Diane? And then I looked on the Google, and the first thing, I don't know who it was from, said that there's a slider bar. Once you choose time lapse, there's a slider bar and you can change the frames per whatever. So I'm like, oh, it's a slider bar. So I went and looked, and there's no slider bar once you select time lapse. It's not that either. So then I continued to do the Google, and basically you can't. It's just one choice. It's set, it's default, and I think it's 6 times something. So I couldn't make a choice. And then I'm like, well, but I want to know how long, like if I take 10 minutes, how long is that going to be? If I take half an hour, is that going to be like, I don't want to have a time lapse video that's so freaking long that people are going to lose interest. So and my friend said, just go for it. So I think it was Saturday night. I don't know. I went down to the laundry room, and I have this lovely countertop, and on it is a lovely blocking board that I think I've told you about before. And it was covered with all kinds of crap. And the floor of my laundry room was covered with all kinds of crap. So I had to clean up all the crap because, I didn't want you to see all my crap on the video. Some crap I let you see. I mean, but not in the laundry room. That's personal crap. You didn't need to see that. So I picked up all the stuff I threw in a load of laundry. I didn't start it because I knew there was still stuff upstairs, but I threw in a lot of laundry and I pushed stuff underneath the counter and I found some room for me to stand without tripping over things. And I left the stuff on top of the blocking mat alone because I thought, well, they can watch me clean that. That might be fun. And then I started the thing, the time lapse. And I cleaned up the stuff that was on the blocking board, including things that went in the cupboard right on top of that, which I was afraid when I opened the door that it would block the entire video, but it didn't block the entire video. And those were tools like my new power drill that I got that I used semi-successfully. So I put that away and I put some other things away. And then I had been wondering last week, I think, the poncho was supposed to block to 48 inches long, and I made it a tiny bit longer. And I was standing in front of my blocking board, and I was able to see that it was in fact 48 inches marked long. The grid is 48 inches long by 36 wide, I think, and this was supposed to be blocked to 24 by 48. And again, I made it a little bit longer, but not any wider. And who knows what it really was? Did I do a gauge swatch? No, of course not. So I started the thing, I cleaned the surface, and I'm like, I don't have the bowl. So I went upstairs and I got the bowl full of water. I don't know why I didn't dump it out in this. Well, it was full of dishes, that's why. But I got the bowl full of water with the poncho in it, and I very carefully came downstairs. And I think I snagged some more laundry on the way down and tossed it in. Nobody saw that. And I put the bowl. I took the bowl over to the sink. I have a utility tub in my laundry room, and I took it over there. Isn't this exciting? I took it over there and I dumped the water out. And then I had to clean out the sink because there was stuff in there that needs to be cleaned. So I put the bowl in the sink that was now empty, and I picked up the poncho from underneath, and I was squooshing it, but it's like 48 by 24, and then it's wet, so it's like, I don't know, 18 times that size. And I was try to squoosh it, but then it just drips back down on itself, so I was trying to figure that out. And then I took it over to the blocking board, but it was still really wet, so I just picked up the poncho and took it back and squeezed it out some more and brought it back. Done squeezing it out. And then I had laid out some of the beach towels that I like to use for blocking because they're really thick. And I laid 2 out, and then I put the poncho, just kind of slapped it on top, and then put 2 more on top and rolled it up and put it on the floor. And I walked back and forth across the towels, and then I did a quarter turn so they'd smush the other way, and I walked back and forth across the towels, and then I unrolled the towels and took out the poncho, and I put the poncho on the thing, and it was all wet and sloppy, not horribly wet. Clara's like, oh God, it's so boring. And I laid it out, and it took a while to get it kind of so that, because it's very vertically striped, well, depending on how you're holding it. But I tried to get it as straight as I could, and then I started pinning, and then I was repinning, and then I'd go at the end and I'd look. And at one point I thought it'd be really cute, because I knew I was doing this for my Patreon people. So I kind of stood there, and I called Clara, who was in the hall just outside the door, and I said, "Come here, Clara." And she came in, and I petted her for a little bit. I think I did that twice. And then I finished pinning, and then I turned off the video, and then I watched it, and it was like 39 seconds, which I don't know how long it took in real life, but that was a lot of stuff to do, including all the cleaning, which I did while it was running, some of it. So that was a lot of stuff to do. And then I watched the thing, and you could barely see, you couldn't really tell. I know that I was petting Clara, but you couldn't tell because it went so fast. And there was something else I did that you couldn't see because it went so fast. I'm like, whatever. Now I know for next time I need to go slower, so you can see any interesting things, like petting the dog. She gets to be pet longer. So anyway, it worked. And then, so it's in my photos, because I did it with my phone, right? And it was a .mov file. This is the kind of stuff I'm doing for my people. It was a .mov file. It was in my photos, and I could see it on my what's this called? My computer in the photos. And I brought up I brought it. I forget what I did, but I couldn't get it anywhere. I couldn't get it to go anywhere. And finally, I would manage to get it in, I think, Instagram. And that's not where I wanted it to go, but it's the only thing I could make work. And then I finally got it into Facebook, but I didn't really want it there either. I tried to get it into YouTube. I couldn't figure that out. And finally, I took a copy of it, or I exported it into just a random, like on my desktop, and then I could put it into all the places. But I really only wanted it in YouTube. So I put it in YouTube, and then I deleted it from all the other places. Oh my gosh, you guys. So from YouTube, I can put it into my Patreon. And that's what I did. Oh my gosh. 39 seconds, all of that work for 39 seconds. But now I know how to do it if I remember. And so what's the other thing? I just thought it would be fun to do a time lapse. Oh, this box right here. I love that YouTube isn't mirror image like Facebook Live was, because I can point to the thing. So this box right here, Anna, the lovely Anna, went to IKEA over the weekend. And when I heard she's going to IKEA, I was like, ooh, ooh, ooh. So that is, I don't know how to say it because I don't know how to say an A with a circle over it, but it's a utility cart. And I already have one right here with all this stuff on it. But I also have piles of papers around me. There's one there underneath the little baskets, and I need more utility carts. So she brought me a utility. Well, I paid for it, but she brought me back a utility cart, which she brought yesterday to the shop because I was filling in for somebody. And I haven't put it together yet, but wouldn't that be an interesting, I might do that. I think I'm going to do that for my next time lapse, which means I have to clean another room because I'd probably do it. It's fine. That way I get my rooms cleaned, right? Okay. So I haven't been working on this, but that's all right. Oh my gosh. So I have a list. Let's see. Let's look at the list and see what I wanted to talk to you about. Poncho, check. So I haven't woven in the 4 ends or sewn the seam, which will add 2 more ends, because Wednesday, which is not tomorrow because today's Monday, but Wednesday is the Zoom along at the shop. And I would like to be working on something with yarn from the shop while I'm hosting the Zoom along. So I will get it all set up to sew the seam, and then I'll take that and work on that on Wednesday. So hopefully by the end of Wednesday, fingers crossed that I will have the poncho done. It's blocked. It just needs to be sewn together, and then there'll be 6 ends to weave in instead of 4. So there you go. I know Diane says one way to get rooms cleaned. I mean, would we call them cleaned when we're just pushing stuff out of the frame of the video? Sure. Because as far as you guys know, they'll be spotless. You won't see all the crap. I mean, like, I let you see this crap, but you don't get to see the personal crap. I mean, besides this. So let's see. Poncho, Starsky, Talamina. I am teaching. I showed you this last week. I haven't named this one yet. I'm teaching cables, and the 2 weeks, there'll be a flat session where we work back and forth and learn cable basics. And then they'll be in the round where we'll get a little more like intermediate with traveling cables and talk about working in the round. And you'll get to make that lovely hat, or at least start it. That is on my website, which I will type in here, but I'll put it, we get show notes. So, whoops, I don't have enough W's. Let's see if that works. I don't know how it works in the YouTube. Maybe I needed to do something more exciting. All right, let's see. Hold on. Enter. Oh gosh, I went away from the live stream. Let's hope I can get back. And we'll do this, and we'll go back to the live stream. Hey, you're still there. I'll do that. Oh, see, that looks more official. I don't know. The Facebook would put up a little preview, so either of those should work. I don't know how to do that. And then, yeah, so my cables class is called Cables, and it's on there. It's 2 sessions. It's March. Oh, I was just there. I'll tell you. Classes. That wasn't the cables class page, Sarah. Okay, let's try it again with the cables class page. March 20th and 27th are Sundays. They are Sunday. Okay, let's try this again. There. So that's the cables class. And then I'll also have it in the show notes eventually, because I have to move all of this over to the Sarah Peasley Handknitter channel, which means I have to do it all again. It's okay. I figured it's better to do it now when there's not that many videos in there yet, and not as many subscribers. I can ask politely for you guys to all move to the other channel. If I waited, there'd be hopefully more people and more videos. So whatever. So that is the cable class. I didn't even write that down. Oh, yes, I did. And then I had a request from one person, which then was from two people, which is now from two and a waffling, maybe third person, to teach my toe-up sock class. So the way things are looking now, that would be in April. I like my Sunday slot, whatever it is that I just said for my Sunday night slot. So perhaps it'll be in April. I may have proposed it to a thing that may schedule it a little after that. So if that happens, then I won't do it in April, because why do it twice when it'll be in one place? And so we'll see about that. So I'm not going to schedule it just yet. But what I'd like to do, my little did I mess up? Yes. What my little fantasy is to do 2 3-session sock classes kind of simultaneously or in a row. And one of them would be my sock class. Duh, Sarah. One of them would be my toe up sock class, and one would be my cuff down sock class. And they would make almost identical socks. So you could make a pair of socks if you took the 2 classes. That's my thought. We'll see what happens, because I'm just going to wait and see if it gets picked up by the people I proposed it to. Okay. And then, yep, I said all that. I said all that about the YouTube channel. Oh, yep, I'll tell you about that. What time is it? 5:30. So it's only been half an hour. I feel like I need to talk for at least half an hour. So yay, I hit that. So the time lapse that I was making such a big deal about is on my Patreon account. I have 3 tiers, and it's on the 2nd and 3rd tier, or the 1st and 2nd tier, depending. So the black tea and the cafe mocha tiers. And that's where, is that true? What did I just say? The live stream's only on the cafe mocha tier. The live that I'm doing right now is currently only on the black tea and the cafe mocha tier for you guys to watch live. And then probably in 2 days, that'll go up for everybody else to see. And that's what I'm going to try to keep up. And as I put up, as I make these lives open to everybody, I will also bring in one of my old Facebook lives and plant it into my YouTube channel as well. So I did that with the first one. My first Facebook live and my first YouTube live both went up last week. So I'll try to keep doing that. A nice pace for getting the old ones moved over. If I was my normal self, I would say, oh my gosh, now that I know how to get the old ones over, I should just spend the entire weekend and move them all over. And then I would not have done anything else all weekend. So trying to contain myself and just do an old one with a new one. Okay. So we'll see. It's kind of fun watching them though, so that I can write the little notes. It's kind of fun. I sound exactly the same, and I make the same mistakes and the same stupid comments, the same clever, stupid comments. So the last thing I want to tell you about, in case, unless you have a topic you want to throw in there for me to talk about, is my friend Edie Ekman, who you've heard me talk about before. She's a good friend. I have this group of people that I meet with every week. I may have told you about this before. We call it accountability, and we we're all sort of in the same. I lost my train of thought. I didn't lose my train of thought. I lost the words. We're all in the same, doing the same things in the fiber industry. That's what I'm trying to say. So not all exactly the same things. Like I haven't written a book, but we're teaching and we're editing and we're designing and what else are we doing? I feel like I missed something huge. We're not all working in yarn shops. But anyway, so I talk to Edie every week, and I talk to her more often than that, actually. And she has a website. I'll put that in. I can put that in right here, actually. Let me go get it. She teaches crochet and knitting. I want that. I want this. Among other things, including like how to do spreadsheets and how to, I don't know, things that you might need to know. Where am I? Okay, here I am. So I'm going to put Edie's general website in there. But what I really want you to have, she started a thing recently. She saw it in a different part of the industry. And she's like, oh, I can do that. And she started something she calls Edie's Deals. And I will put a link in there to the page, and it'll also be in the show notes. But and I was like, more power to you. So she's going to curate or collect current deals like yarn sales or whatever, class discounts, things like that. The ones she can find, not like all of them, the ones she can reasonably find. And then she's got a newsletter in addition to her regular newsletter, monthly newsletter. She has this extra newsletter that she's calling Edie's Deals, and it'll just go out whenever, because you never know when the deals are going to be there, right? So here's the link. So, and I get nothing from this, by the way. I get nothing from Edie's Deals, which is a lie, because the first or second one, she just started it a few weeks ago, and the first or second one she sent out, there was a deal, and I was like, oh, I want to look at that. So I clicked on it, and here's this box of the things that I got from Edie's Deal. So she gets, if you sign up for her newsletter, then she if it's something that she's an affiliate of, a company that she's an affiliate of or with or whatever, then she'll get a little kickback, which is nice for her. So that's why I'm telling you about it. But I'm also telling you about it because, so this was a deal with Lion Brand. I do not know if it's still going. We could give you the link to Lion Brand. I'm not going to do that right now. I'll put it in the show notes. But the deal that she advertised or offered or linked to, that's it, in her Edie's Deals newsletter, was something called, I don't know what it was called, but it's this little box of tea. It's a collaboration between Lion Brand Yarns and this tea company from England. So I don't even know how to read this address, but it's Ahmad Tea Company. I probably said that wrong. Sorry. Limited. Ahmad Tea Limited, Winchester Road, Chandler's Ford, Hampshire, England. And then there's numbers and letters and a telephone number that doesn't look like anything I know how to use. And then they have a website, which I can put in there too. So I haven't opened it yet, but it's got 48 bags of tea, and it was 50% off. It was under $7. And I'm like, I want 48 bags of tea. Did I say that right? Tea bags for under $7. And it's English breakfast, Earl Grey, English tea number 1, which is like a baby Earl Grey from what I can understand. Mint green tea. So with, that's a green tea, not mint green, but a mint green tea. Peach and passion fruit, black currant, which sounds delish. That's a black tea. Lemon and ginger, and chamomile, honey, and vanilla. Now, I looked at that and I'm like, they spelled chamomile wrong, because I've always seen it with an H. Doesn't it have an H? I think it has an H. So the day I opened this, which was like yesterday or the day before, I like to do the New York Times crossword puzzles on my phone. And I've been working my way backward in the archives. And so the same day that I opened this box and thought, that's spelled wrong. Chamomile has an H in it, doesn't it? Chamomile was an answer in the crossword, and it didn't have an H in it. I'm like, what the hell? First of all, that's too much of a coincidence. And secondly, doesn't it have an H in it? I think it has an H in it. So let me figure out how to open this box. But then but then, there's more. While I was on the site, Oh, that looks like it slides. No, it doesn't slide. While I was on the site, I had to look around. It's Lion Brand. They have knitting stuff, you know? So I looked around. Let me see if I can do this without killing myself. By killing myself, I mean stabbing myself with the scissors. Okay. Oh, there's more. No, I don't think I have to do that part. Why is that even taped? I don't know. I don't know why that is even taped. Okay, so I think I can open it now. Whoop! Popped right open. Oh my gosh, let's look. Our mission. Look at all the tea. So, yep, that one goes over there. Ooh, mint misty. So black currant burst. Is that what that said? I thought it said blackberry. Watch me dump the whole box. Black currant. So there's one of the tea bags. Which they're not scratch and sniff, by the way. And there's chamomile spelled without an H. I'm pretty sure it's spelled with an H, but what do I know? I mean, with the New York Times crossword also doesn't have it with an H. I don't know. So that was fun. And it was $7. And I drink tea all the time. And then because I was, I was thinking maybe there'd be free shipping at some point. So I kept ordering things. Oh, and so I had literally, really, truly been thinking, because I had taught a class recently. I don't know which one. What did I teach? Oh, crochet. That wouldn't be the one. It was probably my finishing class that I taught in February for stitches. And I was using some shorter, I use straight needles so I can hold, like if I try to hold this up, whoops, it's on a circular needle and it's big. I wouldn't have done this on a straight needle, but if it's like a scarf or a swatch for a class, I like to hold something up on, a straight needle or under the camera. So I don't have a lot of shorter straight needles, but now I do because I ordered deals, right? So I ordered a bunch of wooden simple looking so that they're not shiny and don't distract while I'm teaching. But I ordered a bunch of sizes I didn't have in short straight needles. And I had seriously been thinking I need to buy some shorter straight needles. And now I'm going to go to work on Wednesday and find out that there are in fact shorter. I think we only have longer ones, but if I turn out to be wrong, then I turn out to be wrong, right? So then while I was looking, I also found that they carried a sweater stone, which shouldn't have surprised. I mean, I don't know why I just said it shouldn't have surprised me, but that is something that we do not indeed have. Oh, well then why is the New York Times saying that? Maybe the spelling of the clue was a clue. Thank you, Fran. So it's like a little pumice stone. That's not really the top. I flipped it over already. It's wrapped in plastic and it has a thing that probably is going to come off, but it's a little like a pumice stone for your sweater. I have tried for getting pills off of your sweater, in case you were wondering. So I have tried. I used to have a little sweater shaver, like a little shaver, and it at one point ate a hole in my sweater because I wasn't paying attention. It just sucked it up into the shaver, and I won't use those anymore. But I have a scraper thingy that I really like. And whenever I teach a class about how to care for your knits or whatever my class is that talks about that, I always say there's a sweater stone, but I don't have it. But I would like to use that. So now I have one because I was buying tea. And then the other thing I bought, because I thought it was really cute. So who knew that Lion Brand had Katrinkle's products? Now, Woven Art, where I work part-time, has Katrinkle's products, but they don't have these. See, I'm feeling guilty that I bought things when I work at a yarn store, but they don't have these. Now watch, I'll go to work on Wednesday and we will have gotten a shipment and they'll have these. But these are little, they're bamboo, so they're washable. And they have little holes in them to make the shape of a heart. And it said made with, and then there's a heart. So that implies made with love, right? And so I've been starting to get into hand sewing. And so you get to like embroider or sew or whatever you would call it, the little bamboo things onto like a gift with a pretty color of whatever, and then it's on there and it's made with love, and that's all I got. And I didn't get free shipping. I was like, what? How come I don't get free shipping? Although the next day, because while I was at it, I signed up for their newsletter because maybe I had to get the stupid screen back or something. I don't know. But so the next day I got an email that said free shipping ends today or something. I'm like, what free shipping? So maybe if I had done a little research, I would have found a code for free shipping, but it wasn't. It was less than the T, so that's okay. And then I got all these things that I'll use. I will use all of the things. I don't regret anything. So that's an example of Edie's deals being useful to me. I don't get anything if you sign up for them. She will get a little something. She'll get, there's things called affiliate links. There's income that people can get by saying, I like this product. And then if you buy the product with their link, you get a little tiny bit. You don't pay anymore. And they get a little kickback from that. So that's so affiliate links are a thing. And that's what she gets out of putting out an Edie's Deals newsletter. So, and then I got tea and little heart bamboo things and knitting needles and the sweater stone. Two of those things, the knitting needles and the sweater stone, I already had on my list of things to get. Tea, I always will get. And so the only splurge were the little heart things. And I got 2 packages because I figured there's only 4 in a package, and I figured I'd make more than 4 things as gifts. We'll see. Anyway, I think that's it. So I'm still trying to find where I goofed up. Let's see if I can find it. I'm sure I goofed up. It's on one of the slip stitches, and then I'll let you go, and I'm going to go make dinner. I got my vegetables again today. Came in 2 boxes because I ordered a lot this time. I heard the whoomp on my front porch when it arrived, and then 30 seconds later, I heard another whoomp, and I thought, what else did I get? I don't know where it is. Nope. Right, maybe it's way over here. I just want to show you, but not if I can't find it. Oh my gosh. This is an exciting conclusion. Nope. I don't know. Maybe I didn't make any mistakes. That'd be interesting because I know I made mistakes. Anyway, thank you for listening, you guys. Thanks. I'm glad you could find me. Sorry about last week. We have something happening. Somebody did something wrong. A siren. I said I was going to say an alarm just went by, but it was a siren on a police car. Anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for being here. I love spending my time with you. And I'll see you next week. Okay. And I'll put the link in. That seemed to work the way I did with the link. It worked this time. So good night, Fran. Sleep tight.